An employee from the British Museum has been sacked after treasures, including jewellery and gems, were found to be missing, stolen and damaged. The museum in London houses artefacts from around the world and has launched an independent review into its security.
For one of the world's most famous museums, the theft of priceless treasures, allegedly by one of its own staff, is a huge embarrassment. Police are now investigating the theft, mostly of small items of gold jewellery, semi-precious stones and glassware, some of it from the 15th century BC. The museum has fired Peter Higgs, its curator of Mediterranean cultures. He'd worked there for 30 years.
This is fired clay, terracotta, painted, sometimes gilded.
This was Mr. Higgs in a museum promotional video. His son Greg told the Times newspaper he's not done anything. He's not happy about it at all. He's lost his job and his reputation, and I don't think it was fair. It couldn't have been him. I don't think there is even anything missing, as far as I'm aware. But after sacking Mr. Higgs, did the museum try to hush it all up?
My concern would be that the museum have tried to keep this in-house and deal with it themselves. They've discovered items missing, then they've sacked an employee, and it's only after that that matters have come into the public domain.
The missing items were not on public display. They vanished from a storeroom where they were held for academic study and research. It's thought some of them were sold online through eBay. The museum has already begun what it calls the painstaking job of trying to retrieve the stolen treasures. The fear must be that some of them, at least, have already left the country. A stolen art investigator said recovery would not be easy.
Two things need to happen. There needs to be a definitive list describing what has been taken, and then the art trade needs to check that list to see if what they're handling is one of these items. And that's part of their due diligence process, which not every member of the trade does. That's a serious issue.
The museum has been the target of thieves and burglars before. It has increased bag searches for visitors and ordered a security review.